first generation immigrant. You're American. I have no clue. And if you want to know the history, African Americans became popularized because of Jesse Jackson. People, we weren't called African Americans. That hasn't been a name for us forever. That happened because Jesse Jackson popularized it. He didn't create the term. He wasn't the first to use the term, but he was the one that popularized African American, and he is the reason we are called African American today. I'm not African American. I ain't from Africa. I ain't got no cousins from Africa. I don't even know nobody from Africa. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, my family, we like 18% German. You know why? Because let me tell you how the truth. Let me tell you how this works. My ancestors that was probably in Africa were probably slaves in Africa or servants, like what you have to call them. And it wasn't just white people, other countries, many of them, the Spaniards, a lot of them came and said, let's make a deal. We want them to do some work, and in turn, we'll give you weapons or food or money or whatever it is. Matter of fact, the deal was so good to the people to the African tribes that they started kidnapping people from other African tribes to keep up with the demand for slaves. They traded your ancestors because your ancestors wasn't worth much in Africa either. So they traded them for whatever they traded them for. And then they went scattered to multiple parts of the country. Then, let me tell you how you came about. Most likely, let me tell you something. Most likely, that white slave master probably did a little something with your ancestor, and that's how you came out. You ain't even all the way black. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Julianne with the $10. Larry Elder asked a man about his shirt, about low wages for black women. He said if true, men and white women should worry, because why would business owners pay higher wages if they can get the same work from a black woman for less? Exactly. I'm just confused, bro. It's like, this is such simple stuff. The truth of the matter is, slavery was a business deal. Do I agree with the business deal? Obviously not. Obviously, I don't agree with it. But the truth of the matter is, it wasn't just one country. Look it up. This is popular, you know? There's news articles about it. Did y'all know that? There's news article about it. News, news like real newspapers about the slave trades. I mean, this is common sense. This wasn't no white thing. This was an everybody thing. And the Africans benefited from it. Why do you think when Africans come to America, they don't like black Americans? I mean, listen, bro. This is the reality a lot of people don't want to hear. This is the truth. If slavery is a sin, then it's everybody's sin. Pro-black conservatives are yet another case of you can't beat the left by being the left. Exactly. It's a sin to somebody that's a sin to judge. No, it's not. There's no verse for that. So, you know. I just listen, bro. I just don't understand, bro. Bro, and black people weren't the only people that were enslaved. Bro, like, I mean, bro, here go the thing, bro. Even Jews have been kicked out of like what, over 100 countries. They seem to be doing all right. They got low divorce rates. They don't got as many kids claiming to be homos. I don't know. Let me get. I might have been on here for about an hour, bro. I done been on here about an hour, man. I missed somebody else super chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm ranting. I'm ranting. You say is judging the sin? No, as long as it's righteous judgment. So if you're a drunkard, you can't tell nobody to stop being a drunkard. You know what I'm saying? Or say they wrong for being a drunkard. You feel what I'm saying? You know, listen, bro. Somebody got to do it, bro. Dawson Kanye slavery was a choice. I mean, bro. I mean, you could have died for what you believed in, of course. You know. Are you born gay? Nope. No proof of that ever. No proof of that. Y'all saying base? This is common sense, though. I mean, this is just the real history of it, bro. I mean, like, and I'm not even one of the people. I'm not even listen. I'm not even. Hold on, Ultimate Killstone. Which one is a lie? What's a lie? What's a lie? Ultimate Kill. What's a lie? About being born gay? Oh, no, it's not, bro. You can't be born gay. I don't even care about race like that. I genuinely don't. I do not. I care about, do you believe in God or not? Are you working for the kingdom or are you working for the world? I don't care how black you are, how white you are. You can be black, mixed. You can be all the races combined. If you're working for the world, you one of my enemies. You know what I'm saying? When is Against the World gonna be on Spotify? My album releases this Friday, and I have another album that's basically done. It's gonna release in a month. So this is called Bold as a Lion Season 1. It's religion, but it's politics mixed with religion. And then Bold as a Lion Season 2 will release soon. Will be basically like mainly about God. My music is mainly. I mention God in every song anyway, but. So this Friday, I hope y'all support it because I've been banned or shadow banned and things like everything. So all I got is people who support me. Which Bible do I follow? If you do the research, let me tell you something about the Bible. If you do the research of the Bible, it was curated by the Romans, obviously. But if you just dig a little deeper, you understand that the book of Matthew was actually on its own, floating around churches before the other books was even written. Then the book of John, the rest of the Gospels came along, and the Gospels were actually floating around churches independently before somebody decided to put the Bible together. So I believe in the Word of God. It's quite simple. It's quite simple. But listen. You say you love the book of Matthew? Good, because the book of Matthew, even by any scholar, no matter who you are, the book of Matthew is easily the most accurate depiction of what happened during those times, because it was the first one written. So, One God, One Christ said, I don't use any English Bible written after the 1611 King James. I use all English Bibles that led up to it. One God, One Christ. This was funny. So, did you know that there's ancient writings about the book of Matthew actually being originally written in Hebrew and Aramaic, but nobody have copies of it? I'm assuming the early Romans probably destroyed it or something. But so I look up so I know a lot about the history of the Bible. So when I read the Bible, I can literally read any version of the Bible. It's okay no matter what version I read because I know the history behind it. So Kill 100. What question you want before I get up off it, bro? I'm sorry. Probably Christians have to follow the Old Testament law. Jesus said you have to keep the law. Jesus said not one word will pass from the law until all have been fulfilled. And Jesus told you what had to be fulfilled when he said everything from the prophets had to be fulfilled. And everything from the prophets is not even fulfilled yet because Jesus hasn't came back yet. So, yes, I read the Hebrew Matthew, the Trinity Baptism at the end is missing. Hold on. I don't think we have access to the original Hebrew Matthew. I think the earliest Hebrew Matthew we have is just something that was actually translated from the Greek version. I don't think we have the original Hebrew Matthew. Barely MH her with the $2. Thank you so much. The New Testament was written in Greek. That's actually sort of impossible, low key. Hey, we almost had 500 likes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, what about eating pork? I don't eat pork. I'm actually buying new clothes so I don't mix fabrics. But that's just me. That's just what I'm doing personally. Somebody asked me which verses were added to the KJV. It depends on. Oh, you said KJV. You have to just look up the history. I don't even want to tell you because people can be like, "Oh, Bryson just saying that." Just look it up. You can look up literally. There's so many documentaries or just random research you can look up. Is Catholics the same as Christians? I don't understand how people separate Catholics and Christians. Why can't you look at Catholicism as another denomination? You disagree with other denominations because Catholics. I mean, the Bible Christians read was curated by Catholics. So I don't understand. Is it true Jesus never mentioned? Is it true Jesus never mentioned the Bible? Well, Jesus was obviously he was well read in the Tanakh. So Jesus did mention the Bible, just not the New Testament, because obviously the New Testament wasn't written when Jesus was alive. It was written after. But if you don't read the Tanakh, aka the Old Testament, you can't even understand the argument Jesus was having with the Pharisees because every time Jesus responded to the Pharisees, he quoted the Tanakh. So, don't read the Bible backwards. You said you like Miles, but you don't have music to bump to, so Miles is a weird person, bro. George Howard is the Hebrew to English translation of Matthew. The biggest thing different is that baptism in a triune name isn't there. But is it the original? Like, is that the original Matthew, or did he translate? Did he translate that Hebrew from the Greek or from you know? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. My favorite Bible verse is I think. Oh, I may be a little rusty. Is it Matthew 17 or Matthew 1:17 when Jesus tell you to keep the commandments and follow the law? Is that it? That's my favorite verse right now to pull up. Let me see. I might be wrong. Is it Matthew 17 or Matthew 1:17? Somebody correct me in the comments, please. I think it might be 1:17. I don't know. It's something like that. I might got it all wrong. Somebody in the comments help me. Whoa, Lee and Anderson with $50. I'm 54 and I love your music. Yo, you crazy. Thank you so much. I cannot remember. I think I had the whole verse wrong. It's in Matthew somewhere. Someone say, am I Catholic? No, I'm not denominational, no nothing. I'm like strictly Bible. I'm a Biblican.